The time a billionaire paid for my entire summer vacation. Have you ever worked for someone so rich that their casual pocket change could literally pay off your college tuition? I used to do random house-sitting gigs back in college just to get away from my noisy roommates and make some quick cash. One summer, I landed a job looking after this massive, ultra-modern mansion in Beverly Hills, owned by a young tech founder. The guy was barely 30, but he lived like a literal king. Anyway, about 2 weeks into the gig, he calls me out of the blue. He goes, "Hey man, change of plans. I have to jet over to Paris for a fashion event, but my golden retriever Barnaby gets extreme separation anxiety. Do you have a valid passport?" Before I could even open my mouth, he says, "Great, I just booked you a first-class ticket. You and Barnaby are flying out tonight." I honestly thought it was a joke. It was not. 6 hours later, I am sitting in a massive first-class pod next to a dog wearing a designer cashmere sweater, sipping free ginger ale. When we landed, a private chauffeur took us straight to a luxury villa right outside the city. My only job for the entire week was to walk Barnaby around the beautiful cobblestone streets and make sure he didn't eat any random croissant. Right before the owner left for his events, he handed me a thick, heavy envelope stuffed with crisp bills. He said, "Here is $5,000 for groceries and maybe some nice dog toys. Just keep the receipt." At the end of the trip, I tried to hand him back the envelope with the leftover money, along with a neat stack of receipts. He didn't even look up from his laptop. He just casually waved his hand and said, "Oh, don't worry about it, man. Just keep the change. It's only a few grand. It is honestly not worth the paperwork." I walked away from that week with an entirely free trip to France and enough extra cash to pay for my entire next semester. To him, it was just a tiny rounding error, but to me, it was absolutely life-changing.